Okay, Nathan, here. I'm recording this, so I'm gonna just but I have to ask this question at the meeting tomorrow. It to,
Okay.
in order to get an official answer from mock trial, but if there's any other additional things, Mr. Zeiger, you wanna offer, that's great.
It's been a long time since I did mock trial, over 40 years. But I do remember that if it's fairly shown by the exhibit, it's a fair question to ask anybody. So for example, if the two exhibits have ACE, and of course the way he did A and then above B and then C above D, etc., comes out ACE. Whether he meant that or not, I don't know. But are there similarities? Could you blow up the two examples so they're the same size and ask someone, you notice that he has this upward slanting on the E in both of them. So it's not trying to copy a logo, it's the same. Or you notice that the connection between the A and the C is more pronounced in the holographic will, as if he were copying the logo. I mean, you could ask those questions, I think, to have an inference from what exists.
Okay.
The court may tell you that's not fair, but generally we used to do it that way.
Okay. And
Go ahead.
something I do, because the reason why I asked this is because in the stipulations, it says, trying to find this specific page, but it essentially provides a transcript of 1A through 1G, but it says that you can't argue that like the symbols are things other than the transcript, but you can argue about they are not. It explicitly says you're not bound by the capitalization, punctuation, spacing, formatting, font size, or alignment, and that they speak for themselves on those matters. So is it fair to say that that sounds to me like they're trying to leave arguments on the handwriting in the notes open for interpretation? It's on page 6 of the stipulations, paragraph 10 or section 10.
Yeah. And I think what they're saying is, where is the alphabet?
It's 1D, page 8.
Yeah, 1C on the
1C.
stipulation. You'll see they have A, C, E, G, I, K, L, B, D, F, and the spacing is not the same because of proportional font, the J and the L squish. But we've got a I think from 10, you're not bound by punctuation, spacing, formatting, or alignment. And I would think the connection between the A and the C, or the upward slant of the E, or anything else you can say that is the same or different with your fertile imagination would fit within the we're not bound by. But again, I mean, I'm not a rules mechanic on this. I haven't dealt with the rules. That's my logical view, but that doesn't, Dean Moon needs to tell you whether.
We'll find out. I will find out. I'll ask that question this weekend.
Yeah, the powers that be may be logical, they may not. You know, what can I say?
Yeah. If let's just say, for example, imagination, if you did do that in a trial, what would be the possible objection by an opposing attorney toward you, and then how would we answer it?
Well, the general objection would be, unless it's a handwriting expert, it calls for an expert opinion, and if it doesn't call for an expert opinion, then it's a matter within the common knowledge and ability of the jury. The jury can look at the document anyway, and both of them, and so someone else telling you what they perceive is irrelevant. The jury has its own perception, and therefore should not be a lay testimony of something that is apparent to the jury. A good example is when we have a video of a surveillance video of something that happened. I just tried a case last year where that was important because of an altercation in the parking lot of a bar up in Athens. And the plaintiff wanted to get on the stand and tell the jury what they were seeing in the video. And the judge properly said, no, they're seeing it. They'll make up their own mind. You don't get to tell them your perception. Their perception is what matters. But having said that, in closing statement, you can tell the jury what you think it means and point that out, even if it doesn't come in evidence.
And Nathan, you will be doing the closing statement.
Yeah, that's I figured.
Okay.
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 Okay, yeah, that sounds good. That helps.
Sounds
Thank you.
good. Okay.
Also,
well, go ahead.
well, actually, no, I that'll happen later.
Okay.
No, sorry, I was gonna ask because Northshire is a handwriting expert, and that's who I would probably ask that question to
Okay.
avoid having to
Okay.
deal with that objection.
Okay.
Yeah, like I assume we'll go over how to introduce an expert witness and stuff.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
That matter later.
We will go over that. Okay.
Okay. Right.
Cool, before I let you guys go, I have located a team in Houston that I'm trying to set up a practice match with. And I've connected with their attorney and I've got contact information for the teacher. Mr. Zeiger, would you be interested in me letting that attorney know that you're our attorney in case you guys want to compare notes on anything or discuss anything?
That'd be fine. That'd be fine. Okay. I'm pleased to assist.
Okay.
And I'm glad to.
Okay, well, I will let her know then. Her name is Anna Archer. So if you see that, you'll know. And she's from Houston. And then we will plan again to meet next Friday again at 10 on Zoom like we have today. And then we'll start working on direct questions more directly. Forgive me the pun. Okay. So, okay, sound good? Any questions before we go for today? Any other thoughts you want to share, Mr. Zeiger?
No, I gave a quick read of the opening statements that were on the Google, and I'll give it a more thorough read. I have one question. How long do you get for opening statement?
It's about 5 minutes, I think.
Okay.
I can double check the exact timing we were given last year and let you know.
Yeah, because that's obviously, I mean, doesn't help me give to help y'all write a 30-minute opening.
And I don't think it's necessarily limited to 5 minutes. It's just the whole thing is for the direct team, I believe, is 25 minutes from beginning to end. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
I think that's how it's determined, and you use your time as you feel it needs to be used most effectively.
That's very tight. Okay, I understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, very good. Hey, well, thank you for everything. And you guys have my room on Monday to do whatever you have to do to get this ready. And we're making good progress. So thanks for everything. And we will plan on seeing each other again next Friday, if possible. Also, I'm going to send recordings of these two conversations out. So if you want to review them, you can. Okay.
Cool. Sounds
okay.
Good. Thanks,
you. Guys. Have a great night. Thank you, Mr. Zeiger. Appreciate all your help.
All right. Thanks.
We'll
Bye.
see you.